FedEx 6011, read back correct, expect runway 15 left, contact ground on 119 or decimal 1, expect runway 15 left, contact ground on 119 or decimal 1.
119.1, FedEx 6011.
Ground Air Canada 531, request radio check.
Air Canada 531, Toronto clearance, go ahead. Information whiskey is current.
Toronto clearance, Comair 146, requesting IFR clearance to Milwaukee.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Toronto clearance, FedEx 1001 Heavy IFR clearance to James Armstrong.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
United 490, Toronto clearance information. Juliet is correct. Cleared to Chicago via the Go Pub for departure, then as filed. Departure runway 15 left. Initial climb to 13,000. Departure on 127, decimal 575, squawk 5274.
Clear to Chicago via GoPro 4 departure, then as filed, departure runway 15 left, initial climb to 13,000, departure on 127 decimal 575, squawk 5274, United 490.
United 490, read back correct, expect runway 15 left, contact ground on 119 or decimal 1.
Ground on 119.1, United 490.
Arriving and departing runways 23, 33 right, 24 right, 33 left, 24 left. Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.3. Advise on initial contact you have information Golf. Toronto Lester B. Pearson International Airport, information Golf. 1200 Zulu. Wind 240 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 3,000 feet. Solid overcast at 5,000 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3003. Arriving and departing runways 23, 33 right, 24 right, 33 left, 24.
WestJet 254, Toronto clearance, loud and clear.
Air Canada 1287 requesting IFR clearance as filed to Phoenix Sky Harbor.
Air Canada 1287, cleared to Phoenix via the Go P up for departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.575. Squawk 5245.
WestJet 254, information Golf is current. Cleared to Halifax via the Dead Key 5 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 23, initial climb 4,000. Departure on 127, decimal 575, squawk 2154. West WestJet 254, information golf is current. Cleared to Halifax via the dead key 5 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 23, initial climb 4,000. Departure on 127.575, squawk 2154.
Air Canada 422 is cleared to Montreal via the dead key 5 departure. Send as filed. Off runway 24 right. Our initial climb to 4,000, squawking 1454. Air Canada 422.
WestJet 254, read back correct. Contact ground on 119.1 when ready.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Amadeus IT-1 SA Flight 254, departing from Toronto to Halifax. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or any of
Hello, clearance. This is Air Canada 6 at gate Bravo 14 with information Yankee aircraft type A320 ready to copy IFR clearance to Kennedy International.
Toronto clearance cleared to Kennedy International via the KEPTA tree departure, then as filed. Departure runway 05. Initial climb to 1000. Departure on 127.575. Squawk 5664.
Cleared via the KEPTA 3 departure, runway 05, climb to 11,000 feet, departure on 127.575, squawk code 5664, Air Canada 6.
Set parking brakes to request ground services.
Read back correct. Expect runway 5. Contact ground on 119.1.
Boarding requested.
Toronto clearance delivery Air Canada 620 at gate 20 take flight A320.
Toronto clearance, good evening, Air Canada 424 with Kilo, request IFR clearance to Montreal.
Air Canada 424, Toronto clearance. I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Cleared via the Jet 5 departure, then runway 5, climb to 4,000, departure on 127.575, squawk 6574, Air Canada 424.
Toronto International clearance, Delta 1221.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Park clearance to Atlanta Hartfield. I have information November.
Good morning, Toronto Road. This is Morning Star 8095 requesting IFR clearance to Jack Gartland North Bay.
Departure checks completed.
Right,
Bypass pin
thank you. With North Bay via the Mappy 6 departure, that was file departure on 105, time initial 4,000, departure on 127.575, squawk 4261, Morning Star 8095. ATR 82 Charlie, read back correct. Contact ground on 119.1. 119.1, thank you very much for your help today.
Delta 2481, ready to copy IFR clearance. We have information India to Kilo Alpha Tango Lima.
Delta 2481 cleared to Atlanta Aerodrome via direct maintain 5000. Expect flight level tree 6010 minutes after departure. Departure 127.575 squawk 12 tree 1. QNH 100 tree winds. Tree 10 at 27 runway tree right for departure. Advise when ready to taxi.
Walker 1418 radio check.
Walker 1418, Toronto clearance. Please pass your message.
A radio check, please. That's Toronto clearance, Walker 1418 with information. Mike, requesting IFR clearance, please, to Halifax.
Skyhawk 345, cleared to Ottawa via the Verdo 7 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 33 right, initial climb 4000. Departure on 127.575, squawk 2765.
Cruiser number 155, I'm going to JFK.
Toronto clearance, Air Canada 402 with information, Golf requesting IFR clearance to Montreal is filed, please.
Clearance, good day. Avionic 01, with information Mike, request IFR clearance to Vancouver International. Avionic 01, cleared to Vancouver, out of runway 15 left, up step 7 departure, then as found. Initial time to 4000, squawk 1453, and departure on 127.575. Avionic 01.
Avionic 01, read that correct. Clear to Charlotte Aerodrome, then aside. Initial climb 5000 feet, 80, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 127.575, squawk 6776, blue streak 5076.
Blue Streak 5076, read back correct. Expect runway tree right. Contact ground on 119.1.
Ground 119.1, have a good day, Blue Streak 5076.
Air Canada 772, Toronto clearance. Information Oscar is current. Cleared to Boston via the Kepta 3 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 05, initial climb to 4000. Departure on 127.575, squawk 1625.
Information Oscar is current, cleared for the Kepta 3 departure, then as filed, runway 05 for departure, climb and maintain 4000, departure on 127.575, squawk 1625, Air Canada 772.
Air Canada 772, read back correct. Expect runway 5. Contact ground on 119.1.
Ground on 119.1, 2370. And can we get the bumper transition?
Delta 2375, cleared to Boston via the Kepta 3 departure bumper transition, then as filed. Departure runway 5. Initial climb and maintain 111000. Departure on 127.575. Squawk 1625.
Clearance delivery, JetBlue 1355, ready to copy IFR clearance, New York with Oscar.
JetBlue 3155, Toronto clearance information, Oscar is correct. Cleared to Kennedy via the Kepta 3 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 15 left. Initial climb to flight level 140. Departure on 127.575. Squawk 4722.
Toronto clearance, Air Canada 114, radio check.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Toronto clearance, Air Canada 114, requesting IFR clearance to Montreal as filed.
Clearance on request. Stand by. Getting any departures with 112 with you.
Nobody's listening on 121.3.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
7 departure, gantry transition, direct runway 33 right, departure frequency 127575, climb to flight level 4000, squawk 2214, FedEx 1002 Heavy.
Toronto Clearance, CJ 959 Alpha Romeo with Woodview and transient parking. Requesting a VFR clearance to Saginaw, Michigan with flight following.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Reach on ground on 119.1. Pressure tower here, step up to top and ready for pushback and turn on engine.
Skyhawk Golf Papa Romeo, contact ground on 119.1.
Good morning, Delta 2481. We have information in the ready to copy ISR clearance to Atlanta Hartsfield.
Boeing, taxi to runway 33 right via Alpha Bravo 1 Charlie. Contact tower on 118.35 when ready for departure.
WestJet 254, Toronto ground, push and start approved. Base northwest.
Ground Air Janda 6 Kilo Tango, request or ready for taxi.
WestJet 254, push and start approved. Base north-northwest.
Pearson ground or Canada 259, ready for pushback and start.
Air Canada 259er, Toronto ground, pushback and start approved. Expect runway 15 left for departure. Contact tower on 118.35 when ready for departure.
Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 41 minutes.
118.35, Air Canada 259.
Just check to make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already,
Pearson ground, Air Canada 259, ready for taxi, runway 15 left.
the table feedback must be in the full upright
JF 1605, contact tower on 118.35.
118.35 for J Francis 1605. Thank you, have a good night.
Avid 903 Heavy, looking for permission to cross runway 33 right.
Avid 903, Heavy, cross runway 33 right approved. Continue taxi to runway 5 via hotel. Contact tower when ready for departure.
Engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Roger, cross runway 33 right. Talk to tower when ready for departure. Avid 903 Heavy.
Avid 903 Heavy, cross runway 33 right approved. Continue taxi to runway 5 via hotel. Contact tower when ready for departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Amadeus.
Winnipeg, clearance delivery, very good evening. Vision 2 Tango Whiskey request. Nope, sorry.
And I am your lead flight attendant today. Joining me
Toronto, clearance delivery, very good evening. Vision 2 Tango Whiskey request. IFR to Winnipeg as filed.
Vision 2 Tango Whiskey, information golf is current. Cleared to Winnipeg via the AV Step 7 departure. Then as filed. Departure runway 33 left. Initial climb 4000. Departure on 127.575, squawk 3262.
Once on board, any type of smoking is strictly prohibited.
Vision 2 Tango Whiskey cleared to Winnipeg via the AV Step 7 departure.
Electronic devices must
For
be
expect
turned
runway
off or
33
switched
left.
to flight
Climb
mode
and
during
maintain
flight
4000
activity.
initially. Departure frequency 127.575.
Electronic devices is
Squawk
not allowed during
3262.
taxi, takeoff, and landing.
Skyline 8599, contact tower on 118.35.
During taxi takeoff and landing, you are requested to fasten your seatbelt. Set seatback upright.
Speedbird 90 pushback approved. Call when ready to taxi.
Carry on luggage is requested to stow under the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers.
Speedbird 90 pushback approved. Call when ready to
Area
taxi.
under face the bulkhead and behind your leg must be clear.
Ground Canada Air 3023 at gate 139 ready for push start. Canada Air 3023. Toronto ground pushback approved. Expect runway 23 for departure. Information Juliet is current. Contact tower on 118.35. Ready for departure.
Distribution of infant
Pushback approved. Expecting runway 23 for departure. We've got Juliet on board. Contacting tower on 118.35 when ready for departure. Canada Air 3023.
Please fasten your seatbelt and keep it locked.
Please set parking
Your safety
brake.
belt is fastened like this.
Avid 903.
Insert the metal buckle
Heavy
into
Toronto
the
ground push
outboard
and start
additional
approved.
shoulder.
Let me know when ready to taxi.
Then hook the metal buckle into the line. Tighten by pulling the strap and unfasten by the buckle and pressing on the line.
Cockpit's ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Unlocking gear.
Avid 903, heavy taxi to runway 23 via Alpha Hotel, Quebec. Contact tower on 118.35 when ready for departure.
Pull the nearest mast firmly downward to start the flow of oxygen.
FedEx
Place it over your nose
1002,
and mouth, where the
taxi to
plastic
runway
band
33
overhead
right via
and
Juliet
tight.
Echo. Juliet Papa, cross runway 23, then Hotel 3, Echo,
Please put on your
Delta.
own mask
Contact
first
tower on
and help your children and
118.3,
anyone
5 when
nearby
ready for
needing
departure.
assistance.
I need you to get the current A-diff.
In case of evacuation, emergency light system will guide you to emergency exits.
JetBlue 1521, Toronto ground, pushback approved. Taxi to runway 23. Cross runway 10, then Delta Romeo, Delta Alpha, Hotel.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass been
Please
removed.
identify
Clear
your
for the
nearest
push and start.
emergency
Taxi
exits.
runway 23,
Left
cross
clear,
runway
right
10,
clear.
then Delta Romeo, Delta Alpha.
Khi được yêu cầu sử dụng, quý khách lấy áo ra khỏi vị trí, xé vỏ bọc, mặc áo choàng qua đầu và thắt chặt dây quanh eo. Quý khách lưu ý không được làm phòng áo khi ở trong khoang khách.
Life vests are located under your seat or below, next to your seat. When instructed by cabin crews, remove it from its location and package. Put on the life vest and secure
Toronto
it carefully.
ground,
Do
Giant
not inflate the life
3621,
vest
ready for
in the
push and
cabin.
start.
Ngay tại cửa, quý khách làm phòng áo bằng mạnh mẽ
WestJet
và tuần áo
254, runway 08 right is not available for departure. Taxi to runway 23 via Tango 3, Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel. Confirm you have the weather.
Quý khách lưu ý chỉ sử dụng áo phao trong trường hợp khẩn cấp hoặc khi tiếp viên hàng không yêu cầu. Áo phao trẻ em sẽ được cung cấp và hướng dẫn sử dụng bởi tiếp viên hàng không.
Life vests are used in case of emergency or when instructed by cabin crew only. Infant life vest will be provided and instructed by cabin crew.
Và bây giờ quý khách đồng bạn hướng dẫn an toàn được đặt ở phía trước hoặc ngay bên cạnh.
And now, please read the safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you or next to your seat.
Trân trọng cảm ơn sự theo dõi của quý khách. Chúng tôi rất mong quý khách sẽ có trải nghiệm an toàn và thú vị trên các chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways.
We thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a great time on board
Canadian
with Bamboo
1896
Airways.
Toronto ground affirmative. You may request runway 6 left for departure. Taxi to runway 6 left via Alpha Charlie and Delta. Hold short of runway 6 left. Information Hotel is current.
Ground, we are not quite ready for pushback, but we'll call back when we're ready for push.
Canadian 1896 understood. Call back when ready for pushback.
Toronto ground, Canadian 1896 requests pushback into engine stern. Off key 37.
Giant 3621 taxi to runway 24 right at your discretion. Contact tower on 118.35 when ready for departure.
Taxi at our discretion, Giant 3621.
Ground, United 490, request clearance to cross runway 23.
Air Canada 422, taxi to runway 24 right via Charlie Charlie 5. Contact tower when ready for departure.
Charlie Charlie 5, Air Canada 422.
Hello from FedEx 516. I'm taxiway Echo, Hector
936 Toronto ground, taxi to cargo west at your discretion. Have a good evening.
Toronto ground, Giant 3621, ready for taxi.
Giant 3621 taxi to runway 2. Right at your discretion. Contact tower on 118.35 when ready for departure.
Toronto ground, Giant 3621 at holding point Echo Bravo, ready to taxi to 24 right. Toronto ground, Giant 3621, ready for taxi.
Toronto ground, request for clearance to Ottawa, Canada.
American Airlines 320. It looks like you've already got an open flight plan. Press the new flight button to close it out and start fresh.
Toronto ground, Delta 781. Request taxi to the gate.
Delta 781, Toronto ground taxi to gate via hotel hold short of runway 24 left, then continue taxi via Alpha. Have a good day. Air Canada 121, Romeo Toronto ground taxi to runway 8 right via Bravo 1. Bravo Alpha, Alpha Juliet, cross runway 4 at your discretion.
Negative, Air Canada 121, Romeo, request taxi to Terminal 1.
Air Canada 121, Romeo, alright, taxi to Terminal 1 via Bravo, then Alpha and Alpha Juliet. Cross runway 4 at your discretion.
Toronto ground, request A3 departure clearance. Toronto ground, request clearance.
Air Canada 111, information Quebec is current. Clear to Vancouver via the AB Step 7 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 23, initial climb 4,000. Departure on 127.575 squawk 4422. WestJet 254, contact tower on 118.35. WestJet 254, Toronto Tower, runway 23, winds 240 at 11, cleared for takeoff. WestJet 254, runway 23, hold short, Airbus on the runway. WestJet 254, runway 23, winds 240 at 11, cleared for takeoff.
Walker 1418, Toronto Tower, runway 24 right, cleared to land.
24 right, clear to land, Walker 1418.
Walker 1418, stay position. Walker 1418, welcome to Toronto. Contact ground on 119.1.
American 2450, contact departure.
Departure, American 2450. Good day.
Departure, Delta 2481, 5.
Falcon 40, American 587, short range, right there for departure.
United 490, contact departure on 127.575.
127.575, United 490. Air Canada 259, short runway, 15 left, ready for departure.
119er Toronto Tower, winds 100 at 11 runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
Toronto Tower, JS 708. Toronto Tower, JS 708, established ILS 24 left approach. Runway 24 left, cleared to land, JS 708.
JS 708, roger. Air Canada 104, contact departure.
Contact departure, Air Canada 104, bye-bye.
Air Canada 227, contact departure. Over to departure, Air Canada 227. Winds 120 at 5, runway 06 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 60 right, JS 1605. Traffic inside, Delta 781.
Delta 781, roger, maintain visual separation with traffic. Delta 781, welcome to Toronto, contact ground on 119er decimal 1.
Showing the 119er decimal 1, Delta 781.
WestJet 254, contact departure. JF 1605, contact.
WestJet 254, Toronto departure, radar contact, climb flight level 210.
FedEx 6011, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Flight level 200, FedEx 6011.
Toronto ground, Air Canada 531 with you, passing 3000.
Air Canada 531, Toronto departure, radar contact, turn left heading 095, vectors to Codal, then O navigation.
Vision 2 Tango Whiskey, climb and maintain flight level 360.
In the cockpit, just let your cabin crew know if there's anything that we can do to make this flight for Air Canada 422, climb and maintain flight level 350. Air Canada 259er, Toronto departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 12000.
Maintain 9000, Air Canada 259.
Air Canada 259er, climb and maintain 14000.
Climb and maintain 14000, Air Canada 259.
Delta 2481, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, Delta 2481.
Delta 2481, contact Toronto Centre on 124.925.
124.925, have a good day, Delta 2481.
WestJet 254, climb and maintain flight level 270. WestJet 254, direct to Sierra Alpha, Victor Uniform approved, proceed direct.
Gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galleys or in the platform. This aircraft includes onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee to switch to access it. We do offer complimentary flight thanks to our partners. To connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be able to access our wide range of free live streaming and library.
WestJet 254, contact Toronto Center on 128.275.
WestJet 254 Toronto Center identified. Good morning, Hamilton QNH 30.03. AC316 proceed direct Davok. Descend and maintain altitude 3000 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 33 approach.
Proceed direct Davok. Descend and maintain 3000 until established for the RNAV 33 approach. Air Canada 316.
AC316, contact London Tower on 125.65. WestJet 254, Toronto Center, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Toronto Center, American 866 with your flight level 350.
American 866, Toronto Center, roger. American 866, contact Toronto Center on 124.925.
124.925, American 866.
Schedule departure, Delta 2222, requesting descent via Top Gun 2, departure, flight level 240.
Delta 2222, descend via the TP Gun 2, arrival, maintain flight level 240.
TP Gun 2, flight level 240, Delta 2222, thank you. Descending, TP Gun 2, arrival, flight level 240, Delta 2222, thank you.
Yankee, Juliet Sierra, say destination.
Destination is Kilo Delta Echo Tango Yankee Juliet Sierra. Roger, Yankee Juliet Sierra.
Yankee Juliet Sierra, contact Toronto Center on 135.3.
Sierra Papa November, climb and maintain 6,000.
Climb and maintain 6,000, Sierra Papa November. Sierra Papa November, we have filed for flight level 320.
Got it. I'll handle the comms
Sierra
from
Papa
here.
November, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Departure, 201 with you. Center R201 with you, flight level 200.
Arctic 201, roger.
Tower, Cessna November 5996 Kilo is 19 miles east of the field with whiskey requesting full stop landing runway 08.
WestJet 254, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370. WestJet 254.
Delta 2222, contact Toronto Center on 135.3.
Toronto Center 135.3, Delta 2222, fine.
Delta 2222, roger, contact Toronto Center on 135.3. Have a good day.
Niagara approach, taking 4 tree is with you, 6,500.
184 Toronto Centre. Roger, maintain VFR at 6,500 Hamilton QNH 1012.
Toronto Center, 84 tree, roger.
Toronto Center, TBM, Golf, Echo Golf, Alpha Victor, 9,000 feet.
Forward 125, 4. WestJet 3 Alpha Zulu, good night.
WestJet 3 Alpha Zulu, good night.
Right, heading 215, vector to Tuche, Sierra Papa November.
Sierra Papa November, climb and maintain 12000.
12000, Sierra Papa November.
Sierra Papa November, roger, continue climb and maintain 2000.
American 1109, flight level 306 p.m.
American 1109, Toronto Center, roger.
Toronto Center, this is Echo Zulu Sierra, Royal Duke.
Royal Duke 90, Echo Zulu Sierra, Toronto Center. Good evening. Cayuga QNH 2988.
Toronto Center, Arctic 201 with you. Climb 5,400.
Arctic 201, Toronto Terminal approach. Good evening. QNH 3000.
Toronto Center, Arctic 201 radio check. Toronto Center, Arctic 201 with you. Climbing 6,800.
Blanca 1, Mike Alpha radar contact. QNH 3012.
Blanca November 221, Mike Alpha, copy.
Blanca 1, Mike Alpha contact. Toronto approach on 133.4.
133.4 for Blanca, 1 Mike Alpha, good.
Endeavor 4821 approach contact Cleveland Center on 125.875.
125.875. Endeavor 3821.
Arctic 201 contact Toronto Center on 124.375.
Center on 124.375, Arctic 201. Toronto Center, NetJet 21, flight level 360.
NetJet 21, Toronto Center. Good morning.
Departure Charlie Alpha Sierra Papa November, climbing 2,700 for 4,000.
Pilatus Charlie Alpha Sierra Papa. November Toronto Terminal approach radar contact. Turn right heading 215 vectors to Chiguche, then own navigation. Sierra cleared to Buffalo Niagara Airport. Expect runway 23 contact Buffalo Tower on 120.5 when inbound.
Affirmative. Cleared to Buffalo Niagara Airport. Expect runway 23 contact Buffalo Tower on 120.5 when inbound.
Toronto Center, Duke, Bravo, Romeo, India, is out of
Charlie Golf Bravo Romeo India Toronto Terminal approach radar contact. Climb and maintain 13,000. Turn left heading 265 vectors to Durlow. Then own navigation.
Climb 13,000 left to 260 vectors for Durlow. Duke, Bravo, Romeo, India.
Duke Bravo Romeo India contact Toronto Center on 135.825.
Toronto Center, WestJet 171 requesting flight level 310.
WestJet 171, descend flight level 310.
Descend flight level 310, WestJet 171.
Negative. Highland 7 arrival northbound to Detroit Metro.
Delta 2222. Understood. My apologies for the confusion. You are cleared to the Detroit Metro Aerodrome via direct GON ZZ, then as filed. Maintain flight level 380. Report when ready for further descent.
We are clear to Metro Aerodrome via direct to Stockholm to Airnav arrival, then as 5. Maintain flight level 380. Report when ready for the descent. We already have clearance for flight level 350, Rouge 97.
Rouge 97, roger, maintain flight level 350.
Maintain 350, Rouge 97.
Rouge 97, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Outer below 2500 for 3 Charlie Delta.
Comanche Tree, Charlie Delta Burlington Executive Aerodrome at your 6 o'clock 2 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Approved, Charlie Delta.
Comanche Tree, Charlie Delta Burlington Aerodrome at your 7 o'clock 4 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Blue Street 5076, Toronto Center, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, Blue Street 5076.
Blue Street 5076, contact Cleveland Center on 132.4.
Cleveland Center on 132.4. Have a good day, Blue Street 5076.
2124, level 360.
United 221, Toronto Center, roger.
Toronto Center, hello, Walker 1418, flight level 380.
Walker 1418, Toronto Center, roger.
That's our number 442, again flight level 370, descending to 3,000 feet with you on the frequency arrow.
Lufthansa 442, Toronto Center, roger.
There you go, Yankee Juliet Sierra. Contact Toronto Central 135.3 Yankee Juliet Sierra. Good day.
Approved, Sierra Papa November. Toronto approach, Sierra Papa November. Center, Delta 2222, requesting descent.
Delta 2222, Waterloo departure, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Fire departure, descending 240, Delta 2222.
Delta 2222, descend via the high LND 7 arrival. Expect the ILS runway 21 left approach into Detroit Metro.
Comanche 123 Charlie Delta, just departed Burlington Air Park, runway 22, request clearance into the Charlie Zone.
Aircraft calling Squawk Tree 151 and identify flight level.
Case 3151 at 1,500 feet, just departed Burlington, request clearance into the Class C zone, 3 Charlie Delta.
Aircraft calling cleared to enter the Class Charlie airspace, maintain VFR at or below 2500. Comanche Tree Charlie Delta VFR flight levels.
What does that mean, this 3 Charlie Delta?
Comanche Tree Charlie Delta, maintain VFR at or below 2,500 means you are to fly visually and not exceed in flight level of 2,500. Continue on your present heading. Advise if you need further assistance. Sierra Papa November, roger.
We are looking to continue our climb.
WestJet 254, contact Toronto Center on 124.675.
Contacting Toronto Center on 124.675. WestJet 254. Toronto Center, WestJet 254. Morning, maintaining flight level 370.
WestJet 254, Toronto Center identified. Good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the altitude to begin our Stanfield flight service. Today, we have some delicious options for you, including our popular chicken salad and delightful cheese platters. After the service, we'll also have articles from the Amadeus IT Room SA shop available for purchase. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy the flight.
Quarter 1020, contact Trenton approach on 128.4.
Going to 128.4, quarter 1020.
Canada Air 3023, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190, Canada Air 3023.
Canada Air 3023, descend and maintain 12-1-2000.
Descend and maintain 12-1-2000 feet, Canada Air 3023.
Toronto approach on 125.4, WestJet 97.
Good morning, Canada 6720, flight climbing flight level 350.
Air Canada 6721, Toronto Center, good evening.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 414 with you.
Air Canada 414, Toronto Center identified. Good afternoon.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 669 with you.
Air 669er, Toronto Center identified. Good afternoon.
Air Canada
Correction, Toronto Center, Air Canada 669er. What gate number can we expect in Toronto? Air Canada 669er, well code, thanks. 119.1 upon landing, Air Canada 669er.
Air Canada 669er, contact Toronto approach on 124.475.
November, Quebec, Quebec, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
VFR, Piper, November, Quebec, Quebec.
Toronto Center is after morning, Air Canada 521, flight level 340, we are on CPDF.
Air Canada 521, Toronto Center identified. Good morning.
Toronto Center, good morning, Air Canada 405, flight level 340.
Air Canada 405, Toronto Center identified. Morning.
Starting our in-flight service.
Toronto Center, good evening. Air Canada 271 with jet flight level 200, descending to flight level 10.
Services are available for a small charge.
Air Canada 271, Toronto Center identified. Good evening.
Air Canada 409, roger, maintain flight level 130.
Canada 5. Get down to 49, we'll break to the descent.
Air Canada 409er, descend and maintain flight level 240.
9, flight level 240 now.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 415, ready for descent. Flight level 7000, Air Canada 415. Toronto Center, was that descent approved?
Air Canada 415, they requested altitude for descent.
Toronto Center, Rouge 97, establish an ILS approach for runway 23. Finally, Toronto approach 125.4, Rouge 97.
Turkish 18, contact Montreal Center on 128.175.
128.175, Turkish 18. Toronto Center, phase 1 with you, climbing through flight level 220. 7 November 9er, 24 Foxtrot Echo, reporting off-field, Belleville, Canada.
Cessna 4 Foxtrot Echo, good morning.
Toronto Center, FedEx 6011, flight level 350. Toronto Center, FedEx 6011.
Air Canada 531, requesting runway 24 right.
Air Canada 531, runway 24 right approved.
Contact Montreal approach 118.9, Air Canada 531.
Toronto Center, Comanche 178 Delta Mike, request permission to begin descent to 2,000 feet. Descend to 2,000 feet, Comanche 178 Delta Mike.
Air Canada 6 Kilo Tango, descend to 3,000.
3,000 feet for 6 Kilo Tango. Expect 24 into Montreal, view the half 7, 6 Kilo Tango.
Air Canada 6 Kilo Tango, descend via half 7 for the ILS runway 24 right approach into Montreal. QNH 2988.
Toronto Center is the Cessna November 9er 24 Foxtrot Echo, going to Belleville on final.
Cessna 924 Foxtrot Echo, Toronto Center, roger. Kendinaga QNH 2988. Canada, Air 3023, contact Toronto Center on 134.25.
Center on 134.25, Canada Air 3023.
Diamond Star Charlie Golf India Mike Whiskey Toronto Center, roger. Napanee QNH 3024.
Toronto Center, Rouge 97 at flight level 320.
Rouge 97 Toronto Center, good afternoon. Rouge 97 Toronto Center, expect the ILS runway 23 approach into Toronto via the Ragged 5 arrival.
WestJet 254, Toronto Center. Contact Montreal Center on 134.675.
Contact Montreal Center, WestJet 254. Good morning, maintaining flight level 370.
WestJet 254, Montreal Center identified. Good morning.
Cessna 80 Bravo, refer to charts for VOR range. Cessna 80 Bravo, fly heading 35736 miles to Ottawa. FedEx 6011, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Unable, FedEx 6011.
FedEx 6011, roger, maintain current altitude.
Maintain current altitude, FedEx 6011. Montreal Center, FedEx 6011, flight level 350.
FedEx 6011, Montreal Center, roger. FedEx 6011, Montreal Center, descend and maintain flight level 230.
230, FedEx 6011.
Air Canada 885, Montreal Center, hello. We are on flight level 310.
Air Canada 885, Montreal Center, identified. Good morning.
One level offset, flight 350.
Delta 2571, Montreal Center, roger. Delta 257, contact Montreal Center on 135.15.
Contact Montreal Center on 13.15. Delta 257.
FedEx 6011, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190, FedEx 6011.
FedEx 6011, descend and maintain 14,000, altimeter 2988.
Descend and maintain 14,000, FedEx 6011.
WestJet 254, Montreal Center. Contact Boston Center on 133.25.
Contacting Boston Center on 133.25. Boston Center, WestJet 254, morning, maintaining flight level 370.
WestJet 254, Boston Center, good morning.
American 2450, passing 3.6 of flight level 270.
American 2450, climb and maintain flight level 320.
American 2450.
King Air 7 Tango Alpha, contact Boston Center on 135.25.
35.25, Pearson, takeoff.
American 89 with you, flight level 330.
American 89, Boston Center, good morning. Ziggy 1123, contact Cleveland Center on 128.025.
Contact Cleveland Center at 128.025, Ziggy 1123. Boston Center, GBM 662 combined, 10,000, climbing 12,000.
GBM 22 might climb and maintain 12,000.
Boston Center, Papa Kilo Charlie, request descent to flight level or to 1,600 feet. 6,000 feet, thank you. Descend and maintain 16,000 feet, Papa Kilo Charlie.
Papa Kilo Charlie, descend and maintain flight level 160.
73,000, I'm presenting 175, complex 1041. 170 down to 3,000, complex 1021. 73,000, 165, complex 1021.
Comlux 1021, contact Cleveland Center on 128.025.
Boston Center, level 1, 1418, flight level 380.
Walker 1418, Boston Center, roger. Walker 1418, contact Cleveland Center on 128.025.
Please land on 128.025, Walker 1418, bye.
Meridian 6063, Echo, Boston Center, roger. Altimeter 2983.
2983, thanks, 63 Echo.
Meridian 63 Echo, contact Ithaca Tompkins Tower on 119.6.
119.6, Meridian 63 Echo. Flight level 360.
Mohammed Air 166, Boston Center, good afternoon.
Boston Center, Diamond 164.
4 Papa Tango, good afternoon.
Center, American 511, request descent.
American 511, descend and maintain 17,000 Buffalo, altimeter 3000.
Descend and maintain flight level 170, 17,000. American 511.
American 511, contact Cleveland Center on 127.475.
Boston Center, Delta 2222, please repeat Cleveland Center frequency.
Delta 2222, Boston Center, Cleveland Center is 133.0.
Cleveland Center 133.0, have a good day, Delta 2222. Center, good evening, Southwest 2074, flight level 340.
Skyhawk 6 Alpha Foxtrot, contact Boston Center on 123.875.
Center 123.875, Skyhawk 6 Alpha Foxtrot. Center, Walker 1418, flight level 380.
FedEx 821, contact Boston Center on 121.35.
Contact Boston Center on 121.35, FedEx 821. Tango, request descent to 4,000 feet. Boston Center, Diamond 124, Papa Tango, request descent to 4,000 feet. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Diamond 4, Papa Tango.
Boston Center, November Kilo 013 is with you, descending fast flight level 260 for flight level 200.
November Kilo 013, Boston Center, good evening.
Center FedEx 1587, like starter set.
FedEx 1587, direct ART approved.
Boston Center, Midjet 959 Alpha Romeo, with you level 17,500.
WestJet 254, Boston Center, contact Montreal Center on 135.6.
135.6 for Montreal Center. WestJet 254.
Southwest 2074, Boston Center, roger.
Boston Center, American 511 is with you, flight level 270.
American 511, Boston Center, roger.
American 121, Papa Golf is requesting flight level 3000.
American 1221, Papa Golf, descend and maintain flight level 3000. American 1221, Papa Golf, contact Albany Tower on 119.5.
Albany Tower 119.5.
Contact Boston Center on 135.25.
35.25, TBM 22 Mike. Center, TBM 622 Mike. Flight level 230.
TBM 6622 Mike, Boston Center, good morning.
Roger, Delta 2222, thank you.
Delta 2222, you're welcome.
WestJet 254, contact Montreal Center on 134.4.
Contacting Montreal Center on 134.4. WestJet 254. Montreal Center, West 254 morning, maintaining flight level 370. WestJet 254, Montreal Center identified. Good morning.
California 1, circle here, climbing 290.
Force 1 Montreal Center, roger.
Montreal Center, instruction 112 with your flight level 270.
Blue Star 2112 Montreal Center, roger. Dutch 672. All right, climb and maintain flight level 290. When you're ready.
Climb and maintain flight level 290. Royal. Montreal Center, Air Canada 670, climbing 3000 for flight level 220.
Air Canada 670 Montreal Center, roger, QNH 3000. Royal Dutch 72 Montreal Center, good evening, Sorel QNH 2983.
QNH 2983. Royal Dutch 72.
Montreal Center, good day. Air Canada 691, flight level 300.
Air Canada 691, Montreal Center, good evening.
Center, this is Piper November 085 Whiskey. Currently sitting at Montreal International Mirabel Airport, looking for CFR flight follow to Quebec International. Looking to cruise at about 5,000 feet.
Piper 0825 Whiskey, Montreal Center. On departure, maintain VFR at or below 5,000 feet. Departure on 134.4 M8, squawk 6564.
Montreal Center, Vickers 1, Papa Hotel Romeo at 15,500 feet. We are VFR looking to transcend from 15,500 down to 10,000 into Bravo airspace for landing at Montreal Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima.
Papa Hotel Romeo, descend to 10,000 Montreal QNH 29901.
Descending to 10,000 QNH 29901. Papa Hotel Romeo, roger.
Papa Hotel Romeo, contact Montreal Tower on 119.3. Air Canada 670, contact Montreal Center on 132.55.
13255 for Air Canada 670. Good day. On departure, maintain VFR at or below 5,000 feet. Departures on 134.4, squawk 6564, Piper November 085 Whiskey. Thank you. Departure, this is Piper November 0825 Whiskey, currently at 1,500 feet for 5,000 feet. Request VFR flight following to Quebec International.
Air Canada 670 Montreal Center, climb and maintain flight level 290.
290 Air Canada 670. Montreal Center, this is Piper November 0825 Whiskey, currently at 4,090.
Piper 0825 Whiskey, Montreal Center, good evening. Sorrel QNH 2983.
2983.
Piper 25 Whiskey, contact Montreal Center on 128.225.
Montreal Center, observing from November, RNAV approach, runway 25.
Cofun, descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the final approach course.
Descend and maintain 3,000, approaching on November.
Gale, Fun contact Ottawa approach on 128.175.
Requesting clear to ILS runway 24 right.
Air Canada 0515 miles from Lana. Fly heading 150 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 24 right approach.
Heading 150 to the localizer. ILS runway 24 right approach. Cleared. Air Canada in your flight.
Air Canada 05, fly heading 185.
Air Canada 05, requesting 3,000.
Air Canada 05, descend and maintain 3,000.
I'll be expecting RNAV 29 and the 411, Alaskan 3621.
Alaskan 621, contact Boston Center on 120.35.
120.35, Alaskan 3621.
Montreal Center, Airman 1 at 9,200 feet, going 3,500.
Montreal Center, Air Canada 115 miles out at 3,800, request head over to tower.
Air Canada 415, contact tower on 119.3.
119.3, Air Canada 415.
Montreal Center, 339 altitude, 16,000. Heading 619.
Contact Montreal Tower on 119.3. Roger. Contact 1, Papa Tower review.
Walker Air 4269er, Montreal Center. Affirm, maintain current altitude and heading.
Montreal Center, Air Canada 669er, can we get higher?
Air Canada 669er, Montreal Center, identified. Good afternoon.
Montreal Center, Air Canada 669er, can we get a higher altitude, please? Climbing flight level 400, Air Canada 669er.
Air Canada 6721, contact Quebec approach on 124.0.
Quebec approach 124.0, Air Canada 67, thank you, bye-bye.
Heading 185, Air Canada 05.
Air Canada 05, heading 185, approved. Air Canada 05, fly heading 200. Air Canada 415, fly heading 110.
Heading 110, Air Canada 415.
CEL Fund Montreal Center, descend via the River 4 arrival. Expect the ILS runway 7 approach into Ottawa.
Montreal Center, descend via River 4 arrival. Expect ILS runway 7 approach in Ottawa. You are confirmed on the number.
Air Canada 6721, descend and maintain 6,000. Turn left heading 050 vectors for the ILS runway 6 approach.
Descending 6,000, then turning left 050, vector ILS 06. Air Canada 6720.
Roger, Expect RNF runway 24 approaching to Quebec via the Bednack 4 arrival. Forward cancellation 1. Montreal, cancellation 1 runway with descent.
Air Medic 1, Mont Tremblant QNH 29er 9er 1.
Montreal Center, Air Medic 1, frequency changes to Montreal Center, Air Medic 1, would like to cancel IFR for the moment.
Air Medic 1, IFR cancellation received, squawk VFR. Report your intentions. Maintain VFR at or below 4,500 if able.
Montreal Center, this is Victor Echo Papa Hotel Romeo, vision set 50. We're at 15,500 feet, looking to land at Charlie, Yankee Uniform Lima.
WestJet 254, Montreal Center, contact Boston Center on 135.7.
Contacting Boston Center on 135.7. WestJet 254. Boston Center, WestJet 254 morning, maintaining flight level 370.
WestJet 254, Boston Center, good morning.
Center, Lufthansa 875 is at flight level 250.
Lufthansa 875, Boston Center, roger. Lufthansa 875, contact Montreal Center on 132.55.
Going 132.55, Lufthansa 875. Boston Central, Skyhook Bravo India Golf, next to Washington Central, requesting flight following.
Skyhawk Bravo India Golf Boston Center. Go ahead with your request.
Requesting flight following, Bravo India Golf.
Skyhawk Bravo India Golf Squawk 3452 and ident.
Boston Center, good morning. Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike is 5 miles south to Kilo 4 Bravo 6. Is requesting flight following to Kilo 4 Bravo 8, altitude 7,500.
Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike Boston Center, Squawk 4425 and ident.
Squawking 4425 and ident Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike.
Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike, roger.
Boston Center, Piper 9er, Quebec, cancel flight following.
Piper 9er, Quebec, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk, VFR, frequency change approved.
45 Charlie, contact Boston Center on 134.7.
Boston Center, 45 Charlie. Boston Center, Brandon, taxi 90, checking with you, flight level 320.
Brandon 199er0, Boston Center, roger.
Duke 6 Mike Lima, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Roger, climb and maintain flight level 280, Duke 6 Mike Lima. Skyhawk Bravo India Golf flight following to Mount Washington is already established. Altimeter 299er1, advise if you need any assistance.
Altimeter 299er1, Bravo India Golf. Boston Center, my destination is Arrow.
Skyhawk Bravo India Golf. Alright, you're good for flight following to Arrow. Just go ahead and squawk 5242 for me. And give me a shout when you got the field in your sights, okay? And just so you know, you should be expecting runway 33 when you get there for your arrival.
Boston Center, Twin Star 198, 5,200 descending to 4,800. We are looking for the RNAV approach into Washington Regional.
Twin Star 198, Boston Center, good morning, altimeter 30.15.
0.15, Twin Star 198.
Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike, Boston Center, Squawk 3441 and ident.
Booking 3441 and ident, Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike.
Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike, radar contact. Castleton altimeter 2983. Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike, Ticonderoga Airport at your 2 o'clock 15 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Greenwich 19990 Boston Center, descend via Ombar 1 for the RNAV runway 24 approach into Quebec. Altimeter 2985.
Descend by the Ombar 1 for the RNAV runway 24 approach into Quebec. Planner 290, roger.
Squawk 3445, Star, Mike Delta Luna. 7 Mike Delta Luna is currently flying east of St. Albans at 9500 feet.
664 with you good day, flight level 390.
Air Canada 664, Boston Center, good afternoon. Air Canada 664, contact Boston Center on 134.905.
134.905 for Air Canada 664, good day.
Skyhawk 77 Delta Mike, Ticonderoga Airport at your 4 o'clock 8 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Have a good evening.
Weather Service United for squawking VFR Skyhawk 77 Mike. Boston Center, good morning, Skyhawk 7 Delta Mike, requesting flight following to Kilo 4 Bravo 6, altitude 2,500.
We do 4,500 feet, burning.
Piper 4 Delta Juliet, Boston Center, roger.
WestJet 254, Boston Center. Expect the Fundy 5 arrival for the ILS runway 23 into Halifax via Dutter. I'll call your descent in roughly 20 minutes.
Expect the Fundy 5 arrival for the ILS runway 23 via Dutter. We'll wait for your call for descent in about 20 minutes. WestJet 254.
Center 11418, Starboard 370. Center 11418, Starboard 370.
Walker 1418. Flight level 1870 is not a valid altitude. Maximum flight level is 600. Please confirm your intended altitude.
Walker 1418, we are checking in at flight level 370.
Walker 1418, roger.
Boston Central, Skyhawk Bravo India Golf requesting flight following destination.
Skyhawk Bravo India Golf Boston Center flight following is on request. Squawk 646. Then ident.
Walk 646 to IDENS, Bravo India Golf.
Skyhawk Bravo India Golf radar contact, altimeter 2991. RANF 1990 descend and maintain flight level 320.
Maintain flight level 320, RANF 1990.
Air Canada 632, contact Boston Center on 124.25.
4.25, Air Canada 632.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Alright, cleared to Montpelier, Berry Airport, RNAV to NGV, and then it's filed, climb maintain 4000, departure around 135.7, clocking 1742. Clearance void if not off by 1059 Zulu, Diamond 198. Boston Center, Bravo India Golf, my destination is
Skyhawk Bravo India Golf, roger.
Boston Center, my destination is Greenville Municipal.
Skyhawk Bravo India Golf, say destination airport.
Roger, Bravo India Golf.
Scout Bravo India Golf, say again your request. Walker 1418, contact Boston Center on 128.05.
Boston Center 12805, Walker 1418.
Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, Boston Center, roger. Altimeter 2991.
Roger, Bravo India Golf.
Skyhawk Bravo India Golf, squawk 524 to advise when you have arrow in sight. Altimeter 2991. Air Canada 670, contact Boston Center on 128.05.
12805, Air Canada 670, good day.
Boston Center, Air Canada 670, flight level 370. Boston Center, Air Canada 670, flight level 370.
Air Canada 670, roger, maintain flight level 370.
Flight level 370, Air Canada 670.
WestJet 254, descend via Fundy 5 for the ILS runway 23 approach into Halifax via Dutter altimeter 29 or 0.9 or 7.
Descend via Fundy 5 for the ILS runway 23 approach via Dutter. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 7. WestJet 254.
WestJet 254, contact Moncton Center on 124.3.
Contact Moncton Center on 124.3. WestJet 254. Moncton Center, WestJet 254. Good afternoon. We're descending through flight level 360.
WestJet 254, Moncton Center, good afternoon.
Air Canada 670, proceed direct tether. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 14 approach.
Direct tether, descend and maintain 3000 until established on localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 14 approach, Air Canada 670. Moncton Center on 13395, Air Canada 670.
Moncton Center, Charlie November Zulu Papa Zulu. Do I have any conflicting trucks?
PC November Zulu Papa Zulu Zulu Papa Zulu negative. No traffic observed at your altitude. Continue left turn to heading 030.
30 Zulu Papa Zulu. Moncton Center Delta 763, flight level 350.
Moncton Center, this is Cessna 172 Golf Bravo Romeo uniform.
Cessna 172, Golf Bravo Romeo uniform, Moncton Center, roger.
Cessna Bravo Romeo uniform is on general aviation parking lot looking for taxi for VFR departure.
Bravo Romeo uniform taxi to runway tree 2 via Alpha.
Center Air Canada 0 at flight level 240 request descent.
Air Canada 620 Moncton Center, roger.
Center Air Canada 620 ready for descent.
Air Canada 620 descend and maintain flight level 170.
Moncton Center, good day. Citation 2 Romeo Foxtrot out of flight level 245, descending 5,000 feet.
Citation 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Moncton Center identified. Good afternoon.
Delta 763 Moncton Center, roger.
Moncton Center, Victor 1 Papa Hotel Romeo Vision Jet at 2350 altitude. Ready for flight following.
Victor Echo 1 Papa Hotel Romeo, Moncton Center, roger.
Alright, can you give me a vector so I can know where I'm going? I need to go to Apple River.
Bravo Romeo uniform, turn left, heading tree 00 to direct Apple River.
30, left early.
Bravo Romeo uniform understood. PC November Zulu, Papa Zulu Zulu, Papa Zulu. Roger, squawking 4254. Continue climb and maintain 6,000. Report reaching altitude No radar contact at this time. Remain clear of controlled airspace until radar contact established. When able, proceed direct to St. John Video R for sequencing to CYQM.
Report at 6,000, clear from traffic, and let me know when on an airspace.
PC November Zulu, Papa Zulu, Zulu, Papa Zulu, radar contact, 8 miles west of St. John Aerodrome at flight level 5,000 feet. St. John QNH 2902 tree.
Zulu, Papa Zulu, understood.
PC November Zulu, Papa Zulu, Zulu, Papa Zulu, understood. PC November Zulu, Papa Zulu, Zulu, Papa Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 100.
Level, Pearson Inspector, Charlie November Zulu, Papa Zulu, can you say again?
I've been notified. So heavy, we're at our top set right now.
Abbott 950, descend your requested altitude.
Roger, descending via the -1 arrival, Abbott 950 heavy. Descending via the -1 arrival for ILS runway 23 at Halifax, Abbott 950 heavy.
Multiple Center, Air Canada 620, request and direct. Franco, Echo, Franco, Alpha, Romeo, ILS approach 1, runway 14 into Halifax. Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo, continue taxi turn right at the next intersection, hold short of runway 27.
Continuing taxi turning right at the next intersection, holding short of runway 27, Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo.
Fly heading 098, descend and maintain 3000 until establishment of localized clear for the ILS to runway 14 approach at Halifax, Air Canada 620.
Moncton Inspector, left Charlie November Zulu, Papa Zulu, would like to change my flight plan, canceling IFR flight plan, would like to have flight following to Moncton, Charlie Yankee in Quebec, Mike, at 6,000 feet.
PC November Zulu, Papa Zulu, Zulu, Papa Zulu, Roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Center, Charlie November Zulu, Papa Zulu, currently at 8,600 feet. Would like to request flight following for an IFR flight plan from my present location to Moncton, Charlie Yankee, Quebec, Mike.
PC November Zulu, Papa Zulu, Zulu, Papa Zulu, Squawk 6234 and ident. Maritime Charter 1, Squawk 1533 and ident.
Walker Center, hello, Walker 1418 is out of flight level 360, descending 10,000.
Walker 1418, Moncton Center, good evening. Walker 1418, Moncton Center, proceed direct. Descend and maintain 4,000 until established. Cleared for the runway 32 approach.
Walker 1418, we are expecting the ILS runway 23 approach, please.
Walker 1418, contact Moncton Center on 135.2.
Moncton Center 135.2 on 1418, come on.
Con Center, this is Duke Zulu Sierra on channel.
Royal Duke 90 Echo Zulu, Sierra Moncton
Echo Bravo 1, contact Halifax Tower on 118.4.
Contacting tower on 118.4, Lima Echo Bravo 1.
Bravo, Romeo Uniform, roger. Emergency services have been notified and are on their way. Can you confirm your location for assistance?
On the northern part of Mount Champlain, about 50 miles from St. John Airport, northwest.
Bravo, Romeo Uniform, roger. Emergency services have been notified with your location. Remain calm and await assistance.
There's smoke coming out of the engine. I think the airplane is catching on fire.
Papa Hotel Romeo, roger. Maintain 10,500. Continue on your present heading.
Roger. Papa Hotel Romeo.
Papa Hotel Romeo, contact Boston Center on 124.25.
Contact Boston Center, 124.25. Papa Hotel Romeo. Boston Center versus Planet 1979, checking with you, flight level 310.
Front is 1979er, Moncton Center, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Duke Zulu Sierra response, good morning. Is underscore read back. True outgoing underscore intention. Other final underscore destination. CYDF.
Duke Zulu Sierra, radio check.
What's the center of Mr. Bravo 1? We can't get them. We're requesting flight level 260.
Lufthansa 421, heavy climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climbing to flight level 370, Lufthansa 421 heavy.
Flight level 2.
Moncton Center, Air Canada 670, flight level 370.
Air Canada 670, Moncton Center, roger.
Moncton Center, Air Canada 670, we are looking to begin our descent.
Air Canada 670, descend and maintain FL 220.
Air Canada 0 negative, request to descend 3000. Air Canada 0.
Air Canada 620, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000. Air Canada 60. Mountain Center. Can I have a Victor for my first plane?
Bravo Romeo Uniform, say again your request.
Is my first plane active?
Bravo Romeo Uniform, affirmative. Your IFR flight plan is active.
Inform. 6Q.
PC November Zulu Papa Zulu Zulu Papa Zulu radar contact 10 miles northeast of St. John Aerodrome at 9,200 feet. St. John QNH 292 tree.
Hey man, can you hear me? This is a question about say intentions. Is it possible to talk to other players?
Duke Zulu Sierra, negative communication with other players is not possible.
WestJet 254, Moncton Center, contact Halifax approach on 118.7.
Switching to Halifax approach on 118.7. WestJet 254. Halifax approach WestJet 254. Good afternoon, we're descending through 14,000.
WestJet 254, Halifax approach identified. Good afternoon, expect the ILS runway 23 approach into Halifax via Dunner, QNH 29.88.
Expect the ILS runway 23 approach via Dutter, QNH 2988, WestJet 254. Victor Echo 1 Papa Hotel Romeo Halifax approach, radar contact.
Roger. Papa Hotel Romeo.
Papa Hotel Romeo flight following to CZBF already provided. Maintain VFR at or below 8500.
Maintain VFR at or below 8,500 feet. Roger. Victor Echo 1 Papa Hotel Romeo.
Avid 950, contact Halifax Tower on 118.4.
Halifax.
118.4, Avid 950 heavy.
Climb and maintain flight level 290, American 2450.
American 2450, contact function center on 133.905.
Show any larger electronics.
Unable, you're going to have to shoot us out a bit. We're still too high, and I do not like the situation of that approach, Avid 950 heavy.
Avid 950, turn left heading 150 for an extended downwind leg.
Avid 950 heavy, unable. If you can keep us going 220 for a little bit, and then give us a right turn onto the center line, that would be absolutely perfect. Avid 950 heavy. Thank you, Avid 950 heavy. Avid 950 heavy inbound for ILS, runway 23 via -1 arrival.
Avid 950, Halifax approach, proceed direct Leros. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 23 approach. Speed below 200 knots until established.
Proceed direct Leros, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for ILS 23, speed below 200 until established. Avid 950 heavy. Halifax departure is Cessna, November 16, Oscar Zulu, 4,400 feet.
Cessna 16 Oscar Zulu Halifax approach, radar contacts, turn right heading 020, vectors to Nutby, then on navigation.
29.23. Turn right heading 020, vectors to Nutby, then on navigation. Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu.
FedEx 987 Halifax approach, turn right heading 005.
Turn right heading 005, FedEx 987.
FedEx 987, proceed direct T-Tar, cleared for the ILS runway 14 approach.
Proceed direct T-Tar, cleared for the ILS runway 14 approach, FedEx 987.
Alright, Via, you've got the comms.
Cessna 16 Oscar Zulu Halifax approach, 5 miles from Leros. Turn right, heading 170 descend, and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 23 approach.
3006, 6 on Pacific. Halifax approach, this is Cessna November 16 Oscar Zulu. Currently at 6,800 feet, descending 4,000.
Cessna 16 Oscar Zulu Halifax approach. Roger. QNH 3006. Victor Echo 1 Papa Hotel Romeo Halifax approach, altitudes at your discretion.
Halifax approach. Victor Echo 1 Papa Hotel Romeo. Roger. Altitudes at my discretion.
Papa Hotel Romeo, contact Munson Center on 133.905.
Contact Munson Center on 133.95. Papa Hotel Romeo. Halifax approach. Victor Echo 1 Papa Hotel Romeo. Can you bring the current QH?
Papa Hotel Romeo, QNH 29901.
Roger, 29901, Papa Hotel Romeo.
Air Canada 122, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000. Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu. Can you give me back to my approach, please? Cessna 16 Oscar Zulu.
Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu. Vectors for the RNAV runway 14 approach. Turn left heading 300.
And maintain flight level 310, Air Canada 122. FedEx 987, 3000.
FedEx 987 Halifax approach. Good evening. QNH 3006.
FedEx 987 at 6,100 feet.
FedEx 987 Halifax approach. Roger. QNH 3009er.
Contact Mountain Center on 132.95, Papa Hotel Romeo. Halifax departure, this is the track 1, Papa Hotel Romeo, this is at 50, currently at 2,800, climbing to 5,500 for planned VFR flight to Charlie, Yankee, Quebec, India.
Semi heading 170, descend and maintain 3,000 until established. Cleared for runway ILS 23 approach. 6 Oscar Zulu.
Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu contact tower on 118.4.
Halifax approach, Air Canada 670, approaching ILS 14.
Air Canada 670 Halifax approach. Good afternoon. QNH is 3012 today.
3012, Air Canada 670.
Halifax approach, United 75, evening, descending past 12,000.
United 75 Halifax approach identified. Good evening, Waterville, QNH 29.907.
Hey, can you take over the comms now?
Air Canada 122, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360. Air Canada 122.
Cessna 16 Oscar Zulu Halifax approach, roger. Divert QNH 3000.
3000. Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu.
Air Canada 122, contact Moncton Center on 133.905.
Contact Moncton Center on 133.905. Air Canada 122.
Turn right, heading 300. Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu.
Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu, climb and maintain 5,000.
Climb and maintain 5,000. 6 Oscar Zulu.
Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu, contact Halifax Tower on 118.4.
Roger, 118.4. Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu.
Halifax approach, Air Canada 287 is descending through 12,000 for 5,000 on the Fundy 5 arrival with information Quebec.
Air Canada 287 Halifax approach identified. Good evening, Stanley, QNH 30.42.
Halifax approach, World 556, evening, descending through 12,000.
World 556 Heavy Halifax approach identified. Good evening. Expect the ILS runway 23 approach into Halifax via Dutter. QNH 997.87. Air Canada 287, QNH 30.42.
Expecting ILS runway 23 approach via Dutter, World 556 Heavy.
Halifax approach, Charlie Golf Papa Kilo Charlie, 9,800 feet for 5,000 feet.
Charlie Golf, Papa Kilo Charlie, Halifax approach. Good afternoon, Stanley. QNH 1010.
QNH 1010, Papa Kilo Charlie.
Direct Zero, descend and maintain 0
localizer, cleared for the ILS approach runway 23 at Halifax.
Lufthansa Alpha Mike, descend 4000. Turn left heading 040. Papa Kilo Charlie, descend via -1 for the ILS runway 23 approach into Halifax. QNH 29.85.
Halifax approach, can we get a handoff to Stanfield Tower?
Air Canada 287, contact Stanfield Tower on 118.7 for further instructions.
Via -1 for ILS runway 23 approach into Halifax, 2985, Papa Kilo Charlie.
Boston Center, Mike November Sierra, approaching ILS 23 at 5,800.
Piper Mike November Sierra, continue approach for ILS runway 23 at Halifax. Contact Halifax Tower on 118.4 when ready.
Papa Kilo Charlie, proceed direct Lyra. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 23 approach. Speed below 200 knots until established.
Halifax approach, Beechcraft 137, descending flight level 6000. With information Lima.
Beechcraft Hotel 137, Bravo Halifax approach, Roger, QNH 2980.
2980, QNH, Beechcraft 137, Bravo.
Beechcraft 37 Bravo, proceed direct Lyros. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 23 approach.
118.4 when ready, Mike November Sierra.
Lufthansa Alpha Mike, 8 miles from Lyra. Descend and maintain 3000. Cleared for the ILS runway 23 approach. Lufthansa Alpha Mike, contact tower on 118.4.
cleared for the Fundy 5 approach into runway 32, not 5.
Clear direct to Lero, descend maintain 3,000 feet until established on localizer ILS 23. Speed below 200 knots until established. Air Canada 602, thank you.
Air Canada 602, read that correct. Contact ground on 121.9er.
WestJet 254, contact Halifax Tower on 118.4.
Halifax.
Halifax Tower, Victor Blue, Papa Hotel Romeo. We're now at 2,700 feet, climbing through to 17500 on our VFR flight plan to Kilo, Bravo, India, Delta.
Papa Hotel Romeo climb approved to 17500. Contact Shearwater radar on 133.905.
Contact Shearwater radar on 133.95. Papa Hotel Romeo. Halifax Tower, this is Victor Echo 1, Papa Hotel Romeo. We are at Delta intersection for runway 23 for takeoff for our VFR flight plan to Charlie Yankee Yankee Golf, Charlottetown International Airport.
Line up and wait for Metro 101.
WestJet 254, Halifax Tower, wind 285 at 14. Runway 23, cleared to land.
Contact departure, Papa Hotel Romeo, roger.
Papa Hotel Romeo, roger.
Halifax Tower, this is Victor Echo 1, Papa Hotel Romeo. We are on taxiway Alpha. Is it possible to do a intersectional takeoff from Delta on runway 23 at Halifax?
Air Canada 660, clear Bravo.
Air Canada 660, contact ground on 121.9er.
1,000. 660.
Halifax ground, air Canada 21. Holding short to runway 23 at Alpha, request cross runway 23.
Air Canada 621, cross runway 23 at Alpha, report clear of the runway.
Clear to cross the runway 23 at Alpha, report clear of the runway, Air Canada 621. Halifax ground, Air Canada 621, cleared, runway 32. Correct, runway 23, Air Canada 621. Halifax ground, cleared of runway 23, Air Canada 621. Halifax Tower, good evening, Air Canada 621. It's ready for departure at the runway 32. With information, Yankee.
100.
Clear to cross, will report once cleared, Air Canada 620.
30. 20.
Air Canada 620, cross runway 23 at Bravo, report clear of the runway.
Air Canada 620, clear of the runway.
What a buttery smooth landing.
Air Canada 620, clear runway.
Tower, this is Cessna, November 16, Oscar Zulu. Currently at 3,200
10:07 a.m. and it's currently about -6 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the air traffic comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt signs are turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin as items may have disappeared in flight. Thank you for flying with us.
Halifax ground, Provincial 101, request radio check.
WestJet 254, taxi to 2A via Charlie Alpha. Have a good day.
Papa Hotel Romeo readback correct. Expect runway 32. Report ready for taxi.
WestJet 254, taxi to 32A via Charlie Alpha. Have a good day.
Thanks for the ATC.
Papa Hotel Romeo, contact tower on 118.4. Take care.
For Roger, Papa Hotel Romeo.
Clear on my 32, come on around.
CYYZ Halifax ground taxi to runway tree 2 via Alpha hold short of runway 2 tree. Advise when ready to depart. Left circuits approved, report midfield each time.
Halifax ground, Echo Papa Alpha, we're going back to the ramp now, terminating our flight.
CYYZ taxi to parking via Alpha cross runway 2 tree, then continue taxi via Delta hold short of runway 14, then continue taxi at your discretion. Have a good day.
Halifax ground, Provincial 101, request radio check. Halifax ground, Provincial 101, how do you read?
Provincial 101, pass your message.
Halifax ground, Provincial 101, request taxi to remain in the pattern, Juliet Hotel.
Alpha Uniform X-ray, contact tower on 118.4.
Switching 118.4, Alpha Uniform.
And ground, Viper Charlie with the India Zulu is holding short of 32 at Bravo.
India Zulu taxi to runway tree 2 via Bravo. Mike hold short of runway tree 2 at Mike 1.
Halifax ground, Charlie Golf, Echo Papa Alpha, request radio check.
CYYZ Halifax ground information. Mike is current. Cleared to Dublin Airport via the UTAV-1R departure, then as filed. Departure runway tree 2. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 133.905. Squawk tree 4 tree 5.
Halifax ground, Charlie Echo Papa Alpha, request taxi to remain in the circuit.
CYYZ taxi to runway tree 2 via Alpha hold short of runway 2 tree, then continue taxi via Delta Kilo, hold short of runway 14, then continue taxi via Mike. Contact tower on 118.4 when ready. Victor Echo 1 Papa Hotel Romeo, Halifax. Ground taxi to runway 23 via Alpha hold short of runway 14, then continue via Delta. Report when ready for departure.
Halifax ground, Roger, Victor Echo 1, Papa Hotel Romeo. Hold short of runway 14, continue on Delta, and we'll report when ready for departure. Halifax ground, Victor Echo 1, Papa Hotel Romeo, vision check 50, holding short of runway 23 on Delta for takeoff for our VFR flight to Kilo, Bravo, India Delta.
Papa Hotel Romeo, contact
Halifax clearance, Rouge 1537 with information, Yankee requesting IFR clearance to Toronto, please.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Rouge 1537 is cleared to Toronto after departure, we're flying runway heading, then radar vectors to Calno, then as filed. Departing off runway 23 with an initial climb to flight level 180. Contact departure on 128.55, squawk 3312 for Rouge 1537.
Avid 951 Heavy with Kilo, ready to copy IFR to Edmonton.
Good afternoon, Halifax clearance, American 2450 with information Victor, IFR clearance to Montreal.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
After departure, fly radar vectors to Calno, then as filed. Departure runway 23, initial climb to flight level 240, departure on 128.55. Squawk 1621, Avid 951 Heavy.
Halifax clearance, Amazon 334 with information, Lima requesting IFR clearance to St. John's.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Cleared to St. John's after departure, radar vector to Yankee Hotel Zulu, then as filed. Departure off runway 23 and initial climb to 7,000, squawking 1114 for Amazon.
Halifax clearance, Bravo Tango Romeo 1020 request clearance to Deer Lake.
Clear to Charlie Yankee Tango Zulu. Maintain VFR at or below 11,500. Departure 119.2. Squawking 1455. Expect that runway 32. Victor 1, Papa Hotel Romeo.
Papa Hotel Romeo, read back correct. Expect runway tree 2. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Contact ground on 121.9. Papa Hotel Romeo. Halifax clearance, this is Victor Echo 1, Papa Hotel Romeo, Vision Jet 50. We have hotel, and we are looking for our